Hi, it is the Human Operating System time. So this channel is for educations and technology only. It is 9 o'clock now in Silicon Valley, California. 3 hours later, it will be year 2020. I make this video tonight because many things happened today. Discuss with our traditional Chinese martial art friends, Wing Chun friends, and so forth, so forth. I like to share this information so that all this magic stuff from movie or legends, here on, we Wing Chun brother and sister drop the heck out of it. Drop it, okay? Because there's no such magic happen in the real world. Not 160 years ago, not 500 years ago, and not now, not future either. It never exists, okay? So let me share with you the first thing. Because my friend in Asia, they always send me video. And this is the video of how Xi Xiaodong make fun of the sun punch of Wing Chun, the chain punch, like you see in the movie, okay? So you can watch this in YouTube.
咏春这个拳，它的目的不一样，它的目的是出最快的拳，最少时间出最快的拳，而其他的搏击像拳击啊，包括泰拳不是，他们不那么快，但是他们每击必杀，或者是在最短的时间内把你打倒。所以，咏春是个女孩出的，所以你们看好。所以咏春呢，它出拳不像大老爷们儿，操你妈，操你妈，而这是真事儿。你们见过咏春一边腿都跳到咏春。
You like that? You like that? I don't like that. Those are movie stuff, okay? In the real life, it never exists 160 years ago. It never exists any time in this physical world. So why is people give like people like Xi Xiaodong have that the image of this is Wing Chun, and everybody's laughing inside there. Okay, this is his fan. He was visiting his fan and so forth. You can watch in the YouTube. So all this thing, it is a disaster. Okay. So now you see that, and I want to share with you this. First thing, short power, inch power. Often, our Wing Chun friends, brother and sisters, yes, sisters, message me, ask me, Hendrik, I know you know the 1850s, the inch power. Can you teach me so that in the real fighting and sparring, I can use it to knock out the bigger guy? And also, our brother asked me, wrote me that. Well, I know that they are desperado when they message me, okay? And I told them this. Go back, work on your impulse momentum. Forget about this, what you talk about the inch power or the magic shot power, those kind of stuff. Forget about it. Work on your impulse momentum handling, as in my book, okay? So I told them that, and I lead them to the Wing Chun matrix. I tell them that none of so-called power in this world go beyond this page. This is figure 2.2, page 26 in the Wing Chun matrix. None, okay? Because this is physics, impulse momentum. Okay? And the mechanics is this. In beginning Wing Chun, I put it down already. This is the long fist mechanic, how they move their body. So why do they have to move their body? Impulse momentum handling. Okay? This is the long fist type. This is the short fist type, or short power, or inch power type. Notice that this is come with the snap is actually back up or support by the torque. So in physics term, the short power, the inch power, it is supported by angular momentum. While the long power is supported by linear momentum. Okay, so the entire secret of this power is only with these two mechanics or two models. One is the linear momentum or linear handling of impulse momentum. Another one, the short power, is handled by the angular momentum or torque with the snaps. Okay? Now, snap itself is not going to give you much power. You need the torque. So why do you need this torque? Well, because torque type of or angular momentum handling is at close body. Wing Chun is a sticking body short strike. At this close body, you don't have this range to launch your linear impulse momentum. So you use the angular momentum with the snap, that combinations, to generate the short strike power, the inch power. It is this close, but actually I'm torquing and then I'm snapping. Okay, if I use the short power. As for the long one, it's like Xi Xiaodong just now showing this thing. Okay, that's a long power. Now, what Xi Xiaodong compared just now, as you see, can flip back to the video, is something which is you just moving your arm. And you think, yeah, I can snap, I can moving your arm. How the world is that get any power at all? Compare with the guy who used the entire body, as Xi Xiaodong there show you, you get in there. Okay? So this is the reality. Short power, inch power, always it has the support of the angular momentum. Okay? And then you had the snap. That's how it is to generate that short power. The long power is a linear momentum. Thrust in the body weight and so forth, because this is momentum. So both have to use momentum. Only the long power is a linear momentum. The short power is angular momentum. And then on top of the angular momentum, you add the snap. Okay? And the long power, it can be straight or you add the swing. It's just mechanics. Okay, so in the entire world, in the traditional Chinese martial art or the entire human world, you just model it with these two models as I show you in the Wing Chun, beginning Wing Chun. Okay. And the equation is here. How the force, the issue force and receive force and the relationship with the impulse momentum is here. It's just that, okay? There's nothing magic, nothing mysterious, nothing internal, nothing all this bullshit, okay? Why I'm saying in this kinds of language? Because I want to tell you, don't endanger yourself and don't expect for something which is never exists, okay? Especially a few times with our Wing Chun sisters, I tell them, you better watch out, okay? Don't buy into those BS, okay? Why? It's their life. If they want to use it for self-defense, we need to tell them the reality. It's not to screw everybody up, okay? So, you got it? The truth is the momentum, impulse momentum. Long power is a linear momentum, and momentum is body mass multiplied by velocity and your acceleration and so forth. Okay, so momentum is body mass multiplied by velocity. However, if you are at rest, you need to accelerate to get up to the speed multiplied by your body weight. For the short power is the torque, the angular momentum. Okay, and then the snap. And of course, after you know this tool, you can combine them and synthesize them. You know, like Bruce Lee demonstrations is using the angular momentum to initiate, and then using the linear momentum to charge in, as I show you in other video. So we know exactly what happened, what type of impulse momentum handling it is, what type of body mechanics, and one train those body mechanics to implement or realize it. Okay, so stop believing on whatever in the movie. Okay, on the short power you can blow people off, or this chain pan which is moving this thing only. No, this is not this type of stuff is like the speedball practicing. The real short strike is you move in, you torque, you snap, you torque, you snap. The body is keeping move. Why? Well, I slips away, right? When I torque, I move, I slips away from him. I slips away from him. I always have to slip away from him, so that we don't go fighting force with force. That's the design. Okay, when I torque, if the strike come here, I torque, I using this torque, I snap him at this close. Okay, he come again, I torque again. At that time, I actually slip away. That's the idea. Okay. Now, another thing is people always saying about this. Oh, because I study some internal power, internal art, so I have this using the spine power. Those things too. For other art, I careless. I don't want to comment. For our Wing Chun brothers and sisters, never believe that. Never. Why? You think about it. The bottom line is impulse momentum. Your spine is really fragile. You use that spine, the probability or statistic to damage that spine and paralyze yourself is very high. That's why people who practice internal art, the fudging stuff, you can hear people have hernia, this hernia. Okay. On one other hand, okay, when people say, hey, I have this internal art, this is my fudging, my spine power. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen those Western boxing players claim that they're using spine power? You never, right? Those boxing, just look at the like the Olympic boxing player, or even Joe Frazier or Mike Tyson. Did they say, well, I'm using this spine power? Well, there's out of the mind already. So sometimes when people told me about spine power, I say, first, that thing is very fragile. And you already see many people who practice those type of stuff have this hernia. The second thing is, are you telling me the Chinese have a special dinosaur type of spine compared with the Mike Tyson? When Mike Tyson's and so all this good player in the Western boxing has to train their muscle and so forth to strike, to punch, for their punching power, you say, well, you know, I have this internal art, short power, I just using my spine. Are you out of your mind or what? Or the Chinese in internal art have this dinosaur spine or ET spine. So forget about those stuff. Okay? That's why I say for other style, I am not expert in that, or I am not researching in that. I don't want to use the term expert. I'm not researching in that. For Wing Chun, drop it. Okay? That's why I always say, we better look into Western boxing, Jiu-Jitsu, how they handle their body, instead of all this magic spine power, chi power, and you say, huh? What is it? Okay? So, let me share with you one thing. That's why I put it on the Wing Chun Inception. Okay? This is in the Wing Chun Inception, chapter 8. You can screenshot this one. If you look at that picture, there is momentum, mass multiplied by the velocity. That is the action and reaction force using the part of their body. Okay, namely you need the muscle to handle that. And that is the chi flow via the meridians and the breathing. There are 4 things there. The breathing, the momentum handling, the force, the action and reaction force handling, and the chi flow handling. So we need to be really how to say that, pragmatic and realistic. Do not go into those magic stuff. Okay? So this is what I'd like to share with you today. Let's drop all this BS magic stuff in 2019. By the time of 2020, let's get into the reality, so we don't screw ourselves, and then we don't get people like Xi Xiaodong to love the hell out of us. Okay? Because it's idiotic to do those kind of stuff. Okay? Following those in the movie, and movie is just movie. Okay? So this is to share with you, and wish everybody a happy new year. Every lineage prosper, every style prosper, and everybody getting better and better.